Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's the one back on the handoff. And this one doesn't go far. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a third down and 6 to go. Zappi setting to throw. Comes the punter. Back to return this one is Tyreek Hill. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Ready!
Daniels from the pistol. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, shot.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's trying to go deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Works the sideline inside the 35. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Raiders make it a 3-possession game. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push the lead to 20. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 16. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jaguars and this running back headed back out for a new series. They've got first down from the 31. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And after that drive, backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ball taken in at the 36. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And it'll be Raider football.
Trap 60. Shut up.
Daniels on 1st down. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it.
Warrior 70, go! Go!
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Zappy. Dump off caught by his back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, Zappy. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Finds the in route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready, hut. Check go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Gets him on the in route. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Right up the gut. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Zappy to the air now. He's got it. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Zappy. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal.
Go!
They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. On his Little for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage
Personal
added
foul.
to the kickoff
Roughing the
on
kicker.
the roughing call.
Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. On first down, here's Daniels. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Daniels. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these teams.
He's got it deep downfield. He has the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready! Smash! Smash! Alert! Alert!
A give now from the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
18 Cardinals!
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go!
From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Okay, break!
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Come on! Set! Ready, ready?
From the gun, they're going to hand it off.
Let's go!
And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Let's go now! Get up!
Plowing up the middle. was brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Set go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Go. Go.
Throwing is Zappy. On the move, hit it right. And this one does not go far. Their punter making his way out now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He'll get it at the 9. He manages 13 on this punt return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Raiders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense.
19 tight. 19
And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends. Big game downfield. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He spins right by him. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders. Dominating in our opening half. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Now Zappy. Short pass brought in. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Zappy back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Raiders loading up the secondary on 3rd down. Count them, 6 DBs on the field.
Go.
Zappy setting the throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this effort's going to give them an even half dozen tonight.
Got it. Ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
60 buck. Set.
Throwing now. Daniels. Fits it through the middle. The 30. Into the red zone. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Now here he goes. That's a pickup of 17 yards. First and goal.
You know, these these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run.
Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Forced out to his right. Good game here as he heads out of bounds. And I know we're still in the first half, but you look at his totals, Brock. It's looking like 100 yards isn't just a faint possibility. It's almost a certainty with how well he's been mixing some dual threat reps into his work here. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders piling it on going into halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down.
The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hunter.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Second.
They go play action on first. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ready, set.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
Set up.
From the red zone now. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Go. Hut, hut.
Handoff now from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to it. Punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense.
Well, I'm fairly certain he left his leg up there just an extra half second to try to draw the flag, but hey, you still got to be able to avoid running into him if you're the defender.
You know, Kate, you make a great point, and I've always wondered what these kickers and punters do in their meetings. I think they do that. They put on a pretty good show so they could draw a penalty, too.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I can sure bury an offense for that kind of call. I may do that later, but let me just take this opportunity to give some serious praise to the defense to create that kind of loss, Kate, in a situation where you normally expect to see an offense move the chains. That is a gold star effort from this defense.
Ready.
4th down, here's Daniels. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for